Welcome to the Insights Hub Basics video series. In this video, we will show why data point mapping is a very powerful feature. This video takes a deep dive into the data point mapping concept of Insights Hub. Please be aware that there are also other foundational videos you might want to watch first to help you understand this one better. For example, the data flow, asset, and data model videos, which are linked in the description below. So what is data point mapping in the context of Insights Hub? It enables you to bring data from various sources into virtual assets within the data model. This process enriches virtual assets with all related and relevant data points, thereby providing a contextualized view of an asset. This prepares the virtual assets to serve as a strong foundation for applications to process this data and provide value. Starting from the end-to-end data flow overview, we will delve deeper into the mapping feature within Insights Hub. So what is the purpose of mapping? We will show 3 examples. Let's start with a simple example where we collect data centrally and through mapping distribute it within the data model. In this scenario, data from various machines and robots on-site are collected centrally through a single gateway. This gateway then transfers the data to Insights Hub, where it initially arrives in the agent asset as a consolidated set of variables. Through mapping, you can assign each of these variables to a specific virtual asset, which is the virtual representation of your real machine. Ultimately, this capability makes your on-site architecture for collecting and transferring data to Insights Hub highly organized and straightforward. Now, let's look at another example where mapping adds significant value by collecting and ingesting data in different ways and bringing it back together within Insights Hub. Imagine an on-site scenario with a complex production line and an enterprise system, such as a manufacturing execution system, where diverse data is collected and ingested into Insights Hub through various ways. For example, you collect the purple and light blue marked data points from some machines via their controllers, just as you did in our previous example, and send them via a gateway to Insights Hub. Additionally, you also send data from MQTT-capable IoT sensors, here marked in green, to Insights Hub. This data then arrives in the agent assets of type MQTT. The last set of data points, the yellow ones, are coming from an enterprise system, for example, a manufacturing execution system. In our case, from an on-site installation of OpCenter execution. The mapping functionality now allows you to unify all these data streams, regardless of their collection and ingestion method, into a single virtual asset. This provides a consolidated view of all the available data points to be used in any applications. Our third example now combines the concepts from both previous examples and also introduces the capability to map data points to multiple virtual assets in parallel. On-site, we would now have a single robot, a production line, and enterprise systems, and, like before, various ways to collect and ingest data into Insights Hub. Robot A's data is collected via its controller and a gateway, as in the first example. The complex production line and the enterprise system ingest their data into Insights Hub in the same way as in our previous example. Even the mapping works similarly to the examples before. The single robot's data arrives in the data model in the right place, and all data for the production line is again combined in the right place within the data model. However, a key advantage of the mapping feature is now the ability to map data points that have already been mapped to additional virtual assets. For example, the green sensor's data, which is already mapped to the production line, can also be valuable for the robot arm. Imagine this sensor measures humidity, which is consistent for both the production line and the robot arm since they are located in the same room. Similarly, from the enterprise system, yellow data points 2 and 3, for instance, provide customer data about the product currently running on these machines. This is the same product the individual robot is also working on. You can realize the whole mapping procedure with the Insights Hub Asset Manager and its integrated MindConnect plugins. Let's summarize the 3 main scenarios using data point mapping. Collect and ingest data centrally and, through mapping, distribute the data in the data model to different virtual assets. Collect and ingest data in different ways and through mapping bring data back together to a single virtual asset. Combine both collection and ingest methods, and additionally, map some data points multiple times. As you can see, this end-to-end mapping is a powerful feature within Insights Hub, capable of managing the complexities of real-world industrial data modeling challenges. For more information, find further links, other videos, and the technical documentation for asset management in the description below.